G'day everyone, AIDS here. Now let's play Dark Souls 2. Today, I'll be killing two bosses. First is the 7 or so Belfry Gargoyles, and then I'll be walking right up to the biggest dyke in the game, smacking her in her ugly ass face. Of course I'm talking about the cross-dressing hermaphrodite up in Sinner's Rise. The one, the only, the lost sinner herself. Okay, contrary to my belief, there is actually 5 gargoyles here. So here's the rundown on the fight. You start with 2 gargoyles active. When one's health bar is taken down to half, another will spawn and join the fight. It's in your best interest to focus on one and burn them down. Even though they all have their own health bars, they also share the boss health bar, so when you kill all 5, victory is achieved. The gargoyles require more movement than most bosses in this game. Dodge their front lunges and their swipe attacks. They love to fly up in the air and land behind you, thrusting from behind. This can be dodged by running away. Finally, they will also spew fire in the air and also along the ground. Their weakness is fire. I suggest using flame swathe and fireballs. However, I was messing around with lightning spear, then fire in these fights, before realizing that my soul spears were actually more powerful, because they will attack anything directly behind the targeted mob, as you'll see near the end of the fight, allowing you to actually hit more than one mob with the same spell. As mentioned though, focus on one, burn it down before moving on. the item there that I actually can't collect is the Wanderer's Attire. It's not statistically important, but if you want to collect everything, that's what that was. Yeah, as you can see, if you kill them all in the cage before they get to exit it, yeah, you obviously won't be able to loot them. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine with what the hell happened there. Apparently now you pick up items, you fall off the platform. I don't know, maybe it was just too close. Firstly, yes, I have killed the boss without lighting up the room. With the darkness, it makes it harder to target her. Not really an issue if you're melee, but as a caster, yeah, it's a bit more of an issue. The strategy, or my strategy for this fight, is to let Lucatiles tank and spank for you regardless of what your class is, because it's always easier to do it from behind. So basically her attacks are the following. A 2-hit horizontal combo which can be dodged and blocked. It can be blocked if you've got enough stamina and enough physical resistance. Well, the Drank Lake Shield can do that for you, which is what you pick up after you kill the pursuer at the start of the game. A quick thrust, which I actually got hit by in one of the fights here, and was very lucky to not die from that. An uppercut followed by a downward slice, which can be dodged left or right, whatever your preference is. A jumping attack, which actually works well with her randomness in this fight. She really does resemble a rabbit on heat. She'll be hopping around everywhere, swinging a sword at everything, even if there's nothing there. A couple of bolts loose, I reckon. Maybe a few cans short of a 6-pack, that one. A few fries short of a Happy Meal, even. So being melee, this fight can be hell, as she may even randomly go on a parrying and riposting spree, which can really be some serious bad luck if that's what you end up getting. Take note, on New Game Plus and higher, when she's down to about 50-60% health, 2 Pyromancer friends will come out to play. They don't have much health, and they need to be taken out really, really quickly. In the first fight, I was waiting too long playing the defensive tactic, and I paid for it. So, you know what, after the whole rage quit, had a bit of a spew, became, really aggressive, came back into it, and just really beat the living crap out of them all. And yeah, hey, it works really well when you just go in there aggressively. But what you need is a really good tank. Lucatiles is very, very good at it, especially if you give her enough time to get aggro. However, if you do play this online and summon other players, then if they're half a decent player that they should be, they would have the Red Eye Ring, which assists with tanking. Otherwise, like everything else, you need to give them a few moments to grab aggro. And yeah, that's my tactic. And let's smack her down.
You have a call. That is more than most.
Okay, I'm just visiting the old ladies back at the things betwixt to use a soul vessel to respec some of those very, very valuable points. Put them into maxing out attunement, intellect, and faith. Hey, thanks for watching the video. AIDS really appreciates that. I'm going to start talking about myself in the third person now. Seems to work for a few other people, I don't know. So, coming up in the next video, I go through the Harvest Valley to kill these 3 Skeleton Lords. I skip the Executioner's Chariot because I think that fight is an absolute piece of shit for casters. And I go through Earthen Peak, killing the Covetous Demon and Mithra the Baneful Queen, which was actually quite surprising. It took me 10 minutes to go from one to the next, which was between the Covetous Demons and Mithra. Usually I have a lot of trouble in that area, but hell, the aggressive tactics seem to be working. Perhaps I will go back to the Chariot later in the game and level up a bit more. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's about it. So if you don't want to see me respec or any of that garbage, video's going to end now, regardless. Have a good one. Catch you later.
Now, on a journey